to another video of this section. In this video, we will focus on filtering data directly from the data source into Tableau. This is a critical step when you want to limit the amount of data being imported into Tableau, ensuring better performance and more relevant data sets for your analysis. Let's explore how we can apply data source filters effectively. First of all, what is data source filtering? Data source filters allow you to filter your data at the connection level, meaning only the data you select will be imported into Tableau. This is especially useful when you are working with a large set of data, or you want to exclude the irrelevant data records, or you need to enforce the security to restrict the access to specific data. For example, I have the sales order from all the countries. I'm interested to create the dashboards and report only for the country Germany. What I will do, I will exclude all other countries and I will include data only for Germany while extracting data into Tableau. By doing this, what I'm achieving improved performance because it reduces the data volume, leading to faster load and better performance. It also ensures the relevance as it removes the unwanted or noisy data from your data set, and the analysis will also be very simple because it keeps your visualizations focused on the most important aspect of your data set. We can apply the filters on dimension like country or measures and date. Let us jump to Tableau and see what are the different options available for applying the data source filters. We are in Tableau. Let me extract one Excel file into Tableau which will be relevant for this exercise. I'm extracting 912 order details. I'll just drag and drop list of orders and order breakdown into my canvas area. Tableau will automatically create the relationship. Let me quickly check the relationships are correct. On the top right corner, you will see something called filters. Let me add one filter. When you click on filter, you will get this kind of screen. Go to add option. Now you have to select the field on which you want to apply the filters. For this exercise, I'm just selecting country. I'll say okay. So these are the different options available. First of all, a very common is general, where list of all the values are available. For example, I'm interested in Germany. I'll say okay or okay. You'll see that the data related to Germany is available only. So I'll just go to sheet just for the checking purpose. Let me add the country and I'll just say by quantity or something like that. So the data is available only for Germany. You can see that is the reason we have Germany here. Let us go back, and again you can go here and edit that. You have to highlight that row and say edit. You can remove this and just go to the wildcard. Wildcard option will allow you to select the filter your country based on the letters involved in it. For example, I want to say S, starting with S. When I say S, so it should start with S, and I'll say okay, and I'll say okay. Now you can see the only country starting with S is available. Let me check in sheet. Yes, only 3 countries: Sweden, Spain and Switzerland. Let me go back again and edit this. I'll edit it, and the next option is condition. I can also apply the formula. For example, start with, I can say start with, I'm writing a formula. The string is country. I want to apply on country equal to, comma, double quotes, S starting with U. Okay. So I'll say okay. So only country starting with U is available here. So you can see in the sheet the values starting the U is United Kingdom. So you can also write a formula. Let me remove that. Edit. I'll just clear this formula, none, and also a top N. I want to see a countries, top 3 countries having the highest profit. I'll say okay. I'll say okay. And you can see that if I go to sheet, so these are the three countries with the highest profit among all the orders. So I'm just reporting the data on the countries with the highest order. We have seen how to apply the general. Okay, you can also exclude the value. When I am saying that, like for example, first of all, I have to delete everything else. I'll say none and come here and okay, what I'll do, I'll just Sweden. I'm just selecting everything Spain, Sweden, and when I'm click exclude, it will show the data for Sweden, Spain, and Switzerland. I'll say okay and okay. You can see that the data for these three countries is only available, and that is how you can work with the different options available for dimensions like country. And just let me remove this. Now let me try to apply a filter on the measures. I'll add a filter. I'll say select a profit. I'll okay. Now you will see whenever I'm selecting measure, the kind of options are different. I can mention the range of the profit and at least 0 or at the most 0. Well, I'll say at least 0. You can see okay and okay. So the data related to all the countries which is having at least 0 profit. It should not be a country with a negative profit. So I can apply the filters on the measure. When I'm applying the filters on the measures, the options you will get will be different. At least at most the maximum values or the special values. In the special values, you will see null values, non-null values, and all the values. You can always reset it, go to the range. You can explore this option. I'll say okay. And at any time you just remove this, all the ranges. You can add the more filters, like you can keep on adding more filters. Let me check with the order date, how we can apply the filters on date field. When I say date and okay, these many options are available. Relative date, let's explore the relative date. When I'm selecting relative date, even though my date field is having MMDDYYY format, Tableau has converted that date into year, quarter, month, week, and days. Using the relative dates, I can apply for the, like let's say for example last 3 years data. For example, this data is very old, so I'll say last 13 years data. Say okay, you will get the data only 2013 and 2014 data. So I'll just go and edit. Let me explore few more options. When I apply date range, we can also apply the date range, starting date. For example, I'm interested only in the date which is starting from the last 2 years, for example, or ending date. These are very much self-explanatory option, but you should be aware of all the options, because when you know what are all the options are available, then it will be easy for you to filter out the data more effectively. This is how you can apply the filters at the data source level itself in Tableau. We can apply the filters on dimension, we can apply the filters on measures, and we can apply the filters on date fields as well. That is all for this video. In the next video, we are going to check the option called data interpreter, how useful this option is in data cleaning and data preparation. And for that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.